If your Fire TV stick, Google TV, Android TV box, or even your smart TV keeps buffering, the problem probably isn't your internet. In fact, I've helped people fix buffering while keeping exactly the same broadband. Today I'm going to show you the biggest mistakes people make, which fixes actually work, and one setting almost nobody changes that can make a huge difference. Let's get started. Most people immediately blame their internet, but buffering can actually be caused by weak Wi-Fi, overloaded routers, old streaming devices, full caches, background downloads, poor DNS, outdated software. Before buying faster broadband, let's eliminate the easy fixes first. Most people get this next step completely wrong. I know you've probably heard this before. But here's the important bit. Most people restart only their streaming device. Instead, turn off your streaming device, your TV, your router, then unplug the router for around 30 seconds before powering everything back up, restarting the modem restore, and the streaming device clears temporary networking issues and often resolves buffering. You'd be surprised how often this fixes the problem. This is where most buffering starts. People hide routers behind TVs, inside cabinets, under desks, or in cupboards. Wi-Fi hates obstacles. Even one brick wall can dramatically reduce signal. This one step can instantly improve Wi-Fi. If possible, move the router into an open space higher off the floor and as central as possible in your home. Router placement and reducing interference can significantly improve streaming stability. If your streaming stick is behind the TV, use the included HDMI extender. It moves the stick away from interference caused by the TV itself. Here's something many people never check. Most routers broadcast 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. If you're close to your router, always use 5 GHz. It's much faster and usually experiences less interference. Only switch back to 2.4 GHz if your router is a long way from the TV. Streaming devices slowly collect temporary files. Eventually, they become bloated. Especially Fire TV, Android TV, Google TV. Almost nobody uses this hidden router feature. Go into Settings apps, select your streaming app, choose Clear Cache. This won't delete your account. It simply removes temporary files that can slow the device down. Clearing app caches is commonly recommended for improving streaming performance. Most modern routers include something called Quality of Service or QS. Think of it like a fast lane. You can tell the router, my streaming device is more important than someone downloading a huge game. If several people are online, this can dramatically reduce buffering by prioritizing your TV or streaming box. It's worth checking whether your router supports it. Wi-Fi is convenient, Ethernet is reliable. If your device supports Ethernet, or you can add an Ethernet adapter, use it. It completely removes Wi-Fi interference. If you regularly watch 4K, live sports, or IPTV, this can be one of the biggest improvements. Many troubleshooting guides recommend Ethernet as the most stable option for uninterrupted streaming. Here's another mistake. Don't run a speed test until you see this. People run a speed test on their phone standing next to the router. That tells you almost nothing. Run the speed test on the streaming device itself, or at least while connected in the same way the TV is used. For reference, around 5 megabit test is generally enough for HD, while 25 megabit test is recommended for reliable 4K streaming, assuming the connection is stable. Software updates aren't just security fixes. Manufacturers constantly improve Wi-Fi performance, memory management, streaming compatibility, and bug fixes. So check Fire TV updates, Google TV updates, Android TV updates, router firmware, streaming apps. Keeping devices and apps updated is a common recommendation from streaming providers when troubleshooting playback issues. Before you replace your streaming device, do this first. If you've tried everything and you're still buffering, there's a good chance the issue isn't your device at all. It could be your ISP Air, a temporary streaming service problem, or simply aging hardware. So which fix worked for you? Let everyone know down in the comments. If you found this video useful, please leave a like, subscribe for more streaming tips, and I'll see you in the next one.